Hey guys, it's Loza. We're going to go over all the new Dark Magician, Illusion of Chaos, Master of Chaos combos today with the new support, of course, that's been added into Master Duel. Now for this combo, you're going to need to open Magician's Souls here and Magician's Rod, which we both have. There's a bunch of other cards in this hand. I want you to ignore them and pretend we've just got the Rod and Souls. From here, we're going to activate Magician's Rod. Rod is going to normally just grab your Soul Servant. Now once again, we already have it, so just take this with a grain of salt. And then you're going to be able to use that Magician's Souls to summon out your DM. So you're going to send DM. Oh, it's the Loza DM. You love to see it. And you are, of course, going to summon out that big Dark Magician-y boy. Great. From here, you're going to use the Soul Servant. Now, this is going to be used to stack the One of Timaeus. Yes, you should play this card at 1 because it's extremely bricky and doesn't do a lot by itself. It's very bad. So, we're going to banish and we're going to draw into the Timaeus. Great, we can now summon the Timaeus. Now, once again, ignore all the cards in my hand. We're assuming I only have the 2 that I've played. And we've got DM and Timaeus, 2-card combo, by the way. And here we are going into the... We can go into the Dark Magicians, but of course, what we're going to want to make here is the Dragon Knight. Now, of course, Dragon Knight should only be made if the rest of your hand has Circle and Eternal Solar away to them. In this case, it does. Yay for me. But you can see how easy it is to turbo to the Dragon Knight now. So I hope that was helpful. Let's get on into the next one. Now this combo is a 2.5 card combo. It's going to focus on Magician's Soul / Rod. So one of the 2 of them. Plus you need Preparation of Rites or Illusion of Chaos. You have to have 1 and 1. It doesn't matter if it's Rod or Souls, but you do need Illusion of Chaos. He's the most important part of this combo. We're going to activate Prep to grab me Illusion of Chaos, and just like how my hand is laid out, these are the only 2 cards we're looking at. Oh, I guess there's a third, I like. This is a 2.5 card combo, there's a third card. They all don't matter, right? They're just to be put back on top of the deck for this effect we're going to use right now. Illusion of Chaos will be revealed. We're going to grab Rod because we already have Souls. Great, but we need to keep Souls, Rod, and Illusion of Chaos. We need all 3. So I'm going to put back this Terraforming, acting as if it's just a blank card in my hand, right? And I just don't need it. I like to start with normal summon Rod because if your opponent negates this, you will probably go for a different play. But what I like to do is go for secrets off this Rod here. And if that is successful, well, I can carry out this play. Normally, if your opponent passed with 1 set card, they probably bricked and have hand traps though. So you're probably not going to get too far. But in this case, we're fine because it's a dumb AI. We're going to summon out the Loza Dark Magician. He's very handsome. Now we've got these 2 monsters on field, secrets in hand, that's all. We go to battle phase. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. We're going to attack with the Rod. Oh god, I don't know what this does. Okay, it killed itself. Great. You're going to get 2,500 damage in with this DM. We missed the 16 because we hit a monster, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. There's always going to be a scenario where your opponent has monsters out. But this is the best way to OTK with Master of Chaos, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people mention, well, you can just nuke the field with its effect. Yes, but your opponent will see that coming from a mile away. And look, you can link into Artemis with your Rod or Souls and actually achieve that. I agree. But this is just another way you can push for game. You can use Master of Chaos in a very aggressive manner here. You'll see that I've already hit with DM for 25. Now I'm hitting for 3k. And if you look at DM's attack, it should be perfectly game. So we're able to hit through 1 monster. Look at that sick animation too. We're able to hit perfectly for game in scenarios where Rod can beat into just 1 monster and then you can go for game with the rest of your cards. Really nice 3-card combo. Okay, this final combo is fairly linear, but I thought I'd show off what I think will be the Master Duel standard Dark Magician link to play, because this is what I did in TCG with Dragoon. I think this is what you should do with Dark Magician and Master Duel. Firstly, you need Magician Souls, and you need a way to Rod as well, or it can be 2 Magician Souls, but it's just not optimal. So Illusion of Chaos here is going to grab the Rod, and then remember we're doing this combo with just Souls and Rod in mind. Ignore the rest of my hand. We will be putting back that Illusion of Chaos, because in this example, I only have these 2 cards. Now Magician Souls here will send your Dark Magician girl if we were playing Dragoon, but we are not. So we're going to sadly have to send normal Dark Magician, which is going to be the Loza Dark Magician in this case. Summon out that Magician Souls. Now you're going to go normal summon Rod. Rod can grab you whatever you like. I feel the best thing to grab here is Soul Servant. We'll get into why later. But you know what? Magician's Salvation can do the trick as well. But let's go for Soul Servant. No, we have one. Once again, we don't have one, right? Then what you can do from here is Magician's Souls. You can send that Soul Servant, get a cheeky draw. Confirm, cancel. We drew Skill Drain. Amazing. From here, we're not going to use the second draw yet because we want to thin the deck of all these bricks, which is exactly what's going to happen with Anaconda here. I know some people won't like playing Anaconda, but you know what? We used to play it to summon Dragoon. We can play it in MD to bring out the DPE, and it is super beneficial to the deck. Sending these two material to the grave. Now remember, this combo used 2 cards, Rod and Souls. We started the turn with 5 cards in hand. Here we are, Anaconda and DPE, and if you look at our hand, we're back at 5 cards. So, you can tell me you hate playing other engines in DM, but look how good that is. Look how efficient that is. It's beautiful. Alright, now what we're going to go over is just how using DPE with the Dark Magicians is busted. I love this interaction, so let's go over it. We've even got Circle in the hand, Dasher Effect. We're not going to go for Dasher Effect, okay? I just want to show you the interaction of DPE. So we are going to summon out that DPE. And any way to the Dark Magicians. In this case, for me, it is Magicalized Fusion. Ideally, you don't want to banish one of your Dark Magicians, but you know what? We're playing 2, and I'm just doing this for the content anyway. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to banish that Dark Magician to make the Dark Magicians. This interaction, by the way, is insane. Like, this... If this doesn't convince you, like, DPE is good, I don't know what will. Obviously, DPE is good on its own, but combo it with the Dark Magicians in the battle phase, and, like, it's... You just win. You really just win. You could activate Circle for extra value here. I'm not even going to show you that. We're not even going to go into that, okay? Alright, we're going to attack this random guy. The mutant AI has put out some random shit. We don't really care about it. Get out of here. He gets that and banish mutant back. Yeah, great. We don't care. DPE. Effect. What could possibly happen here? Gonna pop Dark Magician and one of his random cards. The Dark Magicians, of course, will now trigger. Oh, this is so good. I love this so much. So big. Now, imagine if I had normal summoned Rod and added secrets. I could go into Dark Cavalry for game. If I added Circle, I could have banished something, and we could have probably had game early. Like, there's so many ways this could have been game. Like, Salvation could have been triggered here. Like, we're just short of game here, unfortunately. But can you see the raw damage? That was just using the DPE that I made last turn and just turboing to the Dark Magicians without using the other cards in my hand. Like, it actually feels legitimately good. Now, I know some people don't like Anaconda, they don't like DP, and that's okay. Here's what you can do for your Link to play instead in Dark Magician. Once again, you need access to Souls and Rod. Obviously, Apprentice and some other things can fill that gap, but we're not here to talk about that. We're just thinking about this combo as Rod and Souls. Probably shouldn't have led with the Magician Souls, but that's okay. If we were versing a Bestial meta, this would be a fine opener, because there's no way they're going to Bestial you now. Though the tier Ishizu cards will still get you, well, the Ishizu cards more specifically will get you good. For those who don't know about them, they're coming up, and it's going to be a rough time for Dark Magician, let me tell you. Prep is going to grab Illusion of Chaos. Illusion of Chaos is going to grab us that Rod because we don't have it just yet. Because we're doing a 2-card combo, we're going to put the Illusion of Chaos back on top of the deck because we're assuming like none of these really are here. Though you do need other cards in your hand for this combo to really work properly. We're going to go for Rod Effect here. Normally we get Soul Servant. This time we're going to grab Salvation. 1, because we need Eternal Soul, and 2, because I'm greedy and I want to get some draws. So what we're going to do is set an Eternal Soul from the deck thanks to Salvation, and then we're going to, you can Magician Souls away this Salvation. Now if you want to make Appaloosa in this combo, you probably don't want to do this part, but I'm going to. 1, because I don't have DMG in my grave and I don't see me getting her there. And 2, well, I don't know. I think this is a safer play. It's less greedy, and it just gets the job done. Going to go into that IP Masquerena. Cool and good. And then on the opponent's turn, sadly, no Circle is up, but we do have the Soul Servant in hand. So you know what? It was a 2-card combo, but you do need some luck with this one, right? Let me say that. You need some luck. And this is why I prefer the Anaconda route. You run more bricks and whatnot, but I think it's just safer to have the Link 2 play always available. But in this case, yep, we're going to need to find a way to Circle with our Eternal Soul. Of course, Rod gets us one of those pieces, but we're going to have to hard open the other. And boom, now we're ready. So on the opponent's turn, like obviously I've got skill drain too, but on the opponent's turn, what I'm going to be able to do, actually, you know what, let's go to battle and clap this. So on the opponent's turn, normally you would sequence this properly and do it when relevant shit happens, but... So on the opponent's turn during the main phase, you're going to be able to chain your IP and your circle. So you know what we're going to do is just turbo this Dark Magician onto the field. Normally you would want to wait for the correct time to respond. But you know, you could also just get lightning stormed. Obviously not when they have monsters out, but you know what I mean. You get dusted and whatnot. But in this case, for the example, I'm just going to show off what you would do. You'll have to time it yourself and know when's the best time to choke your opponent. What you can do here is you can go circle, you can target whatever monster they have and piss it off. You can use rod to grab that or to move that DM to the bin and grab the rod back to your hand, which is what I prefer to do, which is another reason I prefer the Anaconda play. But with this play, you need to keep that DM there, because what you're effectively going to do is wait for your opponent to play once again. Okay, he's not put anything on the field worth shuffling yet. Wait for him to commit. Okay, he's going to draw some more. That's fine. Surely he has a play. There it is. Now, obviously, Tsuchinoko is not a card you would bother IP unicorning back into the deck, but for the purpose of the example, I'm just going to go through the motions, right, with everyone here. So we'll go into unicorn using the DM and the IP. But yes, once again, like this Tsuchinoko isn't threatening me. I would probably wait for a card that's more relevant. I'd probably wait for a card that's more relevant, or for my opponent to go into a link or something, you know. Discard here, doesn't really matter, we're just doing it for the example. Shuffle away that Tsuchinoko, and there you go. You had your circle and then your IP unicorn interaction. So that's your 2 disruptions. Just an alternative to the Anaconda for those who are interested. Oh, hey, you're still there? Oh, good. I've got one more interaction to show you. So some people still don't know this, but Magician Souls obviously is one of the best cards in our deck, and I'm going to show you why. Skill Drain is so good in Dark Magician, and check this out. I have no effects right now under my own Skill Drain, but guess what? On your own turn, let's say I draw another one. Well, I don't want this copy on the field. I can send it with Magician Souls to draw, and it works! A lot of people don't know why this works. Well, it's because Magician Soul sends it for cost, and then from there you're actually able to draw afterwards. Your opponent, of course, can respond. It's a really good way to get Skill Drain off your board, so now you can still use all your monster effects and pop off on your turn. And then, hey, when it comes back to your opponent's turn, if you've got that other Skill Drain, you set that boy and you flip it on their turn. Let it rip. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed my Dark Magician Master Duel content. I have so much more from the past and into the future, so if you could hit that subscribe and like, that would be so awesome and help me out a lot. Plus, I've got so much content coming for you, you're going to want to stick around. Anyway, see ya.